So hello and welcome back to another video. Now tonight I've come out to do a bit more squid fishing. I've not been out in a few weeks targeting squid, so I thought it would be nice to come out this evening. The tides aren't great, the weather isn't great, it's freezing cold. However, I'm going to drop a few lures and see if we can find anything. There might be one or two cuttlefish about as well. There's quite a few of those around at the moment. Squid wise, it's not been fantastic this year, but there are some smaller ones around, and if you're lucky you'll find a bigger one also. Now I've got my rod all set up already. Same rod I've been using in the other videos. It's a Penn. It's a Penn Conflict, up to 50 grams, 7'2" rod with a Shimano Nasky on there, 4000 size reel. I've got 26-pound braid and my lure attached at the bottom. Now I'm just going to fish one lure for the time being. I have got some rigs with me which enables me to fish two lures at once, but I'm going to stick with the one, see how we get on, and hopefully we can find a few squid. So that's the lure I'm going to start with tonight. Just a one single lure. This is a Berkeley, I think. I'm pretty sure they're Berkeley, but I really like these lures. This one's actually a bit battered and bruised now. It's got a couple of the spikes bent out, but I do have a couple more with me. Now, as you might be able to tell on camera, the tide is pretty low at the moment. And we've still got, I think, roughly 2 hours until low water. But I thought I'd give here a go anyway, just to see if we do get lucky. Sometimes it can be quite good, in fact, over low water. So now what I can see down there already, that's a mullet. Now you won't see those on camera. There's 3 mullet down there swimming about. So there's life around. Now if only they were bass, I'd go grab my lure rod. Now, like the rest of the UK, we've had some absolutely horrendous weather lately. The winds have been so strong. The sea has been so rough. We've had 20-foot swell out to sea. 14-foot hitting the shore. It is pretty fierce at the moment. So let's just hope with the rough weather, some of those squid and cuttlefish have come into the harbour for a bit of shelter. Now it could be dead tonight, and if it is, in that case, I may move somewhere else afterwards and fish over the low water. But I'm not out late tonight. Just come out for a few hours to see what we can find. But I think I'm into a cuttlefish here, because that was right on the bottom. Ah, it's come off. It's come off. That was definitely a cuttle. Where is it? Oh no, it's still there. Squid. There's loads of them. 2 big squid. Yes, I'm on. Come on. Come on. 2 big squid there. Or are they big? That's not a bad size, that. Thought it was bigger, but there we go. First squid. So there we are, first squid of the evening. Now that was weird because I had a take right on the bottom which I was sure was a cuttlefish, but it could have well been a squid. But as I was bringing the lure to the surface, I saw 2 squid follow it up, so I dropped it back down and it took it on the drop. So there we go, first squid down. Let's get it in the bucket. Well, that's a good sign, because it had been absolutely dead so far. So that's the first bit of action I've seen. That could have well been a squid that took the lure at first, but it felt like a cuttlefish. There was no fight in it. It was just dead weight, and it was literally as soon as the lure hit the bottom, just like that, all I did was lift up like that, didn't even wind the reel, just lifted it up, and straight away there was weight on there. So I think that could have been a cuttlefish, and I reckon those squid followed it up, and when the cuttle let go, I just dropped that lure back down and fortunately hooked into one. As soon as I dropped that lure then, just seen a squid right next to it. Pretty sure it swam in the opposite direction though. I'm going to drop that down right to the bottom. As soon as that hit the water, I saw a squid shoot out, literally a foot or two under the surface. Come on, where are you? I'm sure there's a cuttlefish down there. Just took it, come off, put it back down, and took it again. Now it's not playing ball. Now you will get it sometimes. They'll take it 2 or 3 times. They're not afraid. It's not like a fish when you hook it. It comes unhooked, it gets spooked and goes off. They can go for it multiple times. So it's always worth just dropping the lure straight back down to where you had it. Pretty sure this one's gone now though. Big squid. Big squid. Oh, stay on there. Please stay on there. I think that's a squid anyway. God, it's weighty. I don't know if you can see the bend in that rod, but God, I just had a mullet follow it up. Yeah, it's a squid. It's a nice one. Come on, stay on there. That's a good size, that. Please stay on. There's a mullet, just follow that right to the surface. Out of curiosity. Right, I'm going for it. Oh, come on. Oh my God. There's some really big squid. Ah, it's come off. Bugger. Bugger. That thing was easy 2 pound. Easy. No. Well, they're definitely in here. That thing was a beast. That was a beast. Oh, I'm gutted about that. That was a decent size, that. I reckon that could have equalled my biggest of the year. Oh, I thought I was in again then. Oh, no. Need that drag tight. Now that's when you need a drop net. That is definitely when you need a drop net. When you're hooking ones that big from this high up, I'm a good 20 foot, 22 foot above the surface. And that thing was a monster. Oh, I'm still not over that. That was a really nice size squid, that. Now, as soon as I hooked that, that took really deep. And as soon as I got it to about, well, 2-3 foot below the surface, I just saw a mullet creep up, and it kind of had a little swirl next to it. So that was pretty interesting to see. There's sort of, I can see them now. There's maybe 5 or 6 mullet just cruising around. It's always good when it's low water like this, because you can literally just see straight into the water. You don't even need your headlight on. So you'll see the squid swimming about, you'll see fish swimming about. And when there's mullet around like this, I always keep an eye on them, because you never know whether whether there's going to be a bass in amongst them or anything like that. If I happen to see a bass, I'd run back to my car and grab my other lure rod and chuck a lure out and see if I could catch it. Well, they're still down there, but they are few and far between. Just had a very brief hookup, but it didn't stay on for long. It's just a small squid. But I'm still getting over losing that big one. I can't believe it. If the tide would have been higher, I reckon I could have got that up and over the railing, but because I had to get it so far up, it was fully out the water when I was tightening the drag. And it just proved too far to lift it. I got it to, I don't know, 6-8 feet away from me. And then it just popped off. So, yeah, still getting over that one. But I'm hoping I'm going to be able to hook a couple more. As I said, it is few and far between, but they are down there. And all I keep doing is having a few drops down here. I'm dropping it down fairly close in, and then I'm actually casting it out as well, about 20 feet. And then once I've done that sort of 8 or 10 times, I'll come back round this side, drop it down here, and just see where I can find them. Well, I'm briefly hooking them and losing them left, right and centre here. This is 2 on the same retrieve. I don't know if they're small or just not connecting properly, but I've just changed lure to a different colour, and this is a brand new lure. So the spikes on it are pretty sharp. So I'm guessing they're just not connecting properly. I'm just flinging it out about 20 feet, 20-25 feet in front of me, letting it sink all the way to the bottom, and I'm literally just straight retrieving it in. So it's going through the water column like that diagonal angle. I've just lost another really good squid, and I actually cannot believe my luck tonight. Oh my god, I've downsized to a really small jig because I was getting hits and just could not hook up properly. So I downsized to a smaller jig, which, I mean again, oh god, that's big. That is big. God, come on. Come on. Now I highly doubt I'm going to get this up, but this is big as well. Just going to take my time. There's a few lunges there. Oh, please, 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 please. My luck has got to change at some point. It's coming to the surface. Is it a squid or a cuttle? Still can't. Oh, it's a big squid. It's a big squid. Oh no. No. Come on. God, it's really big. Really big. Come on. Oh my god. I'm not going to be able to get it up. No way. Come on. Oh. I'm just going to have to go for it because Right, let's tighten that drag. This thing's massive. Bloody hell. Oh my god. Come on. Look at the reel. Come on. Right, can I lift it from here? Oh my god. That is the biggest squid I've ever caught. That is massive. Look at the size of that. That's the biggest squid I've ever had. That is unbelievable. I'm going to get the other camera because that thing is a beast. So check this out. I'm actually shaking. That thing is huge. Now I don't have a measure on me. I've got one in my car, but that's a big squid. That is a big squid. And to say it's caught on that tiny little lure there, that thing is massive. Now I'll hold it up so you can get a better perspective, but that's the biggest squid I've ever caught, and that thing is a Goliath. Wow, that has made the session. Brilliant. Well, this is the biggest squid I've ever caught. This is big. Now I know people have had bigger, but I'm going to try and get it completely in the frame. That thing is massive. That's the biggest squid I've ever had. Now that thing was taken on that tiny little lure, and it was pulling and pulling and pulling. Now you'll see on the video, my reel, I had to tighten it so much. I literally max it out. And yeah, I could barely turn the handle of the reel. I've got so far to lift this thing out the water. But that there, that's a big squid. Check out the hood on that. Just ran to the car to get my measure and my scales. So let's tear that. There we go. And then we'll get them in this carrier bag. But that is bloody massive. I mean, look at that. That is a big squid. I mean, as you can see, so the tentacles at the bottom here, that's not me measuring it with those. If I measure it with those, it's difficult to do when you lay it down, because let's put this camera on. So we're going to go from these tentacles here to the top of the hood, and all in all 76 centimeters from the let's call them the praying tentacles. I'm not too sure what they're called, but the ones that shoot out and fire out to grab their prey. 76 centimeters to the top of the hood. Okay. Oh, I can't pick it up to get it in the bag. So I'm going to have a guess at first. And I'm going to say it's going to hit £3. So, on to 0. Wow, £3 1 ounce. So just make sure you can see that there. There we go. £3 1 ounce. That there is a beast. What can I say? I mean, bloody hell, that thing is big. Now, I'll give you a show of the lure. That's the lure it was taken on. This is a Yozuri just a small 3-inch pink lure there. Now, I've been here for quite a while, and yeah, apart from losing that nice squid earlier, which I'm guessing it wasn't as big as that, I'd say it was about £2, but it still put a proper bend and a proper pull in the rod. Apart from losing that one, I've had a few knocks from a few smaller squid. As I was fishing over the last 20 minutes or half an hour, I kept seeing smaller squid come up to the surface, to the lure, and just, it looked like they were ignoring it. So I downsized to a smaller one. Again, I had the same thing happen. A few squid were coming up, so I dropped it back down. They'd hit it, but just not connect. Now, on that cast, I threw it out into a little bit of deeper water, and I think that squid hit me, came off, and then hit me again. If not, then there's more bigger ones down there, so I'm going to get this lure back in the water. I've just messaged Jay from Smash Fishing because I think he's out not too far from here, so he might come down. I wasn't actually planning on staying out late tonight, however I might do it now. The tide's on the flood, so yeah, it could be quite good fishing over the next sort of hour or so. So I'll give it an hour or two, and we'll see if we can find any more. But man, I'm buzzing about that. That's my biggest squid that I've ever caught. £3 1 ounce. I think the biggest I had before tonight was £2.6. Now they get a lot bigger. People over here have caught 5, 6, 7. I believe even up to £8. But this was quite a while ago. So yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely over the moon about that. Now, I can't believe I managed to get that up. I know it's hard to tell from up here, but you can see there, the water's a long way down. This platform here is where the Condor ferry docks and the cars come off it. Now, at high tide, that's level with this, even higher on a big spring tide. So even though the tide's on the turn now, and it's been on the turn for about an hour, so it has risen a little bit, but it's still, you know, you're talking 18 feet. So getting a £3 squid 18 feet on a little 50-gram spinning rod up and over these railings as well. I can't wait to see the footage back, because literally I was turning the handle and I could barely even turn it. The reel was completely maxed out. But I am absolutely over the moon about that. I really can't believe it. I'm just going to check my drag because I loosened it before. But yeah, I really can't believe it. I think I said I hope my luck changes, and my God, it certainly did. Because that thing, the new PB squid, that's amazing. Now let's see if we can maybe find any more. It definitely makes up for losing that other one before. I reckon that other one, it was an easy £2, I reckon, because that one certainly put a bend in the rod as well. But I'm so glad I managed to get that big one up, because it gives you a better perspective. When you're filming, it's difficult to tell sizes of squid and stuff like that, and you know, when the rod's bent over, you can't really see it properly on camera sometimes. So yeah, I hope that footage turns out okay. Just pray to God that I can see another big squid down there. Whoa. Oh, there's another one. I'm going to chuck my lure straight at it. This is crazy. There's some bigger ones in here now. Getting to winter. Right. Over in that direction. That's right near it. So hopefully it's going to see it. Come on, can we get a hook up as I'm filming? Where's it gone? Let's drop it right to the bottom. Now this is a good sign. And like I said, I just messaged Jay. So I might even call him and tell him to come down here, because I'm pretty sure he's out squid fishing somewhere near here. But if he's not having any luck, I'm going to tell him to come down here. Because I reckon as that tide's flooding in, this could be the time. I'm in again. Jay's literally just got here, and I've just hooked into another one. which this one feels all right again.
Cal's in, guys. He's had a beast already. I've just dropped down just in case any follow.
I've gone for a really small lure.
Yeah?
I was using a bigger one and I kept getting like really brief initial hookups.
Oh yeah.
But they were coming off, so this one's definitely not as big as the other one, but I reckon it's still a decent size.
It looks decent. That's a good one.
Whoa. Right, we're going for it. Have you got a drop net with you?
No, I've only got the hand net.
That's still a decent size, look.
Yeah.
Ah, he's off!
Oh. Got today.
But all the ones I've seen literally have been like that size.
Nice one.
Sort of £1.5, £2, even bigger.
That's what we want to see though, mate.
So, lost another one, but Jay's here now.
Oi, oi.
Let's get some bickens.
Hopefully.
The Kraken.